In the city kissed by the dawn, the Weaver connects the golden thread of destiny. The Chrysos heir with the core flame of romance summons this world's heroes to embark again on an endless journey. To strike down the gods, reclaim the divine fire, and breathe new life into the dying land of Amphorius. On this episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, let's catch up with the artist who weaves destiny, Aglaea, Weaver of Gold. And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Good morning, afternoon, evening. Good sunny days, rainy days, snowy days. Good head, good legs, good body.
Okay. Such well-behaved kids. If you don't cause any trouble, I can eat you a lollipop later.
He seriously thinks we're kids, doesn't he? Should we remind him? This isn't the first time. But since it's Albe's first time hosting from Amphorius, let's not ruin the illusion for him. True, grown-ups are all about saving face. Let's just humor him.
One lollipop not enough. How about two?
Yay! Albe is the best!
Wow. Who knew I had such a gift for handling kids? All right then, let's dive into today's topic. Aglaea is a lightning character on the path of remembrance. As the current leader of the Chrysos heirs, she is still a dress master working in harmony with her memo sprite, Garment Maker. Using elegant and swift swordplay, she cuts the threads of fate of any who stand in her way, just as if she were tailoring fine clothes.
Aggie comes from a noble family and has been rigorously trained in court swordplay since childhood. She might dislike fighting, but if you challenge her, you'll only be asking for trouble.
Aw, Tribbie, that's not polite. You should address her properly as Sister Aglaea.
That's right, Tribbie. Show some manners. No way. She's just Aggie to me, and that's final.
Fine. Aggie it is. When Aglaea uses her basic attack, it deals lightning damage to one enemy. Using her skill, Aglaea summons her mannequin lookalike, the memo sprite called Garment Maker, and immediately takes action. If Garment Maker is already on the field, using her skill will heal it. When Garment Maker is summoned, its action immediately advances. And when taking action, it attacks automatically. It deals lightning damage to one enemy and adjacent targets. While Garment Maker is on the field, Aglaea's attacks can cause targets to be inflicted with the Seam Stitch state. When Aglaea attacks a target in this state, she deals additional damage. Additionally, Garment Maker will prioritize attacking enemies with Seam Stitch. After attacking such targets, Garment Maker gains increased speed up to a limit. Using her technique, Aglaea summons Garment Maker to charge forward with her. She and Garment Maker then enter battle together. After entering battle, Aglaea regenerates a certain amount of energy, applies the Seam Stitch state to a random enemy, and deals lightning damage to all enemies. After unlocking the trace The Speeding Saw, at the start of battle, Aglaea regenerates energy if her energy is below a certain threshold.
Despite her focus on efficiency in battle, Aggie never sacrifices the beauty of combat. So many years have passed, yet her habits remain unchanged.
Would you look at that? Little Tribbie pretending to be all grown up. Actually pulls it off pretty convincingly.
Who says I'm pretending?
When using her ultimate, this artist and her partner perform a magnificent yet deadly waltz. Aglaea summons Garment Maker and enters her supreme stance state, then immediately takes action. In this state, her basic attack becomes enhanced. Together with Garment Maker, Aglaea launches a joint attack based on both their attack, dealing lightning damage separately to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. While in the Supreme Stance state, Aglaea gains speed-boosting stacks through her Memo Sprite's talent, which further increases her speed. Additionally, Garment Maker becomes immune to crowd control debuffs. After unlocking the trace, the Myopic's Doom, Aglaea and Garment Maker's attack increases while in Supreme Stance state, scaling based on their combined speed. After using her ultimate, a countdown appears in the action order. When the countdown ends, Garment Maker self-destructs, and Supreme Stance is dispelled. Okay, let's sum it up. Aglaea and Garment Maker work in perfect harmony. By attacking the same target as Aglaea, Garment Maker gains increased stackable speed. The faster Garment Maker's speed gets, the faster Aglaea's speed becomes in supreme stance state. In this state, Aglaea and Garment Maker's speed boost their attack, allowing them to unleash devastating enhanced basic attacks to dominate the battlefield.
Phew, what a long summary! Leave it to Master Tribbie. The summary of the summary is... if you praise Aggie, we're instantly friends.
But it seems like not everybody wants to, huh?
And they're big bad guys! Don't lose, Aggie! Huh?
Now we see. Aglaea begins by activating her skill, summoning Garment Maker. She follows up and immediately takes action, using her basic attack to apply Seam Stitch to the troublemaker on the enemy team. Garment Maker attacks next, prioritizing the enemies with Seam Stitch, gaining a speed boost in the process. The enemy counters and the fight intensifies. With her energy full, Aglaea activates her ultimate, entering the supreme stance state. In this state, her speed increases from the Memo Sprite's talent, further boosting her and Garment Maker's attack. Her basic attack transforms into the more threatening slash by 1,000-fold kiss. The enemy takes massive damage, and with another attack from Garment Maker, only one enemy remains. Thanks to their repeated attacks on the enemy with Seam Stitch, Aglaea and Garment Maker's speed now outpaces the enemy. Before the enemy can even react, they fall under her blade. And that's a wrap.
Wow, Albie's That's a Wrap had some real punch to it. Young people, huh? Energetic.
You're still young. You'll never understand the misery of unpaid overtime. What's this? Teacher, if you're done pretending to be a child, please come to Memorial Palace. We have important matters to discuss. Yours faithfully, Aglaea.
Oh no, I'm not done playing yet. Aggie sure knows how to boss people around. Who's the elder here anyway? Say something too, Trinnon. Are we calling it a day?
Hold up! Wait a minute! Y'all really are elders.
The jig is up. But don't forget, you still owe us lollipops.
Yeah, wait. I apologize for my lack of manners. Let me go make a pot of tea for the three of you.
Nope, we want lollipops. They can't be reasoned with.